Greetings, my fellow hunters. Today we're going to be reviewing a interesting anime. Considering I reviewed a World War II alternate series, we're going to review possibly a World War I anime. Alternate, of course. And so, let us begin the hunt. And I have quite a few things to say, both positive and negative, as usual. That wouldn't be my style. For example, I like this anime. I think the characters are strong, the interactions between said characters is also strong, and the impact is also pretty good. However, I do have a small problem. The series Violet Evergarden can be a bit slow. Personally, I think it's a bit slow, so it could just be personal preference. You might like the slow pacing, the beautiful scenery, the beautiful animation, which it all does have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First off, we should talk about the characters as usual. So the first character is Violet Evergarden, the main protagonist. She is what is known as an auto memory doll. Basically what that is that she writes letters for people who can't write, considering this was a time when not many people could read or write. Well, they could read, but not write. So their job is to basically write down what the person or the deliverer of a letter wants to say. At the beginning, she's difficult because she was only raised in the military. She never knew what it was like to know about the childhood. So she always said what's the word I'm looking for? Very stale or very dry. It's always been like that. And so it's down to her to, learn human emotions, which she lacked. And because of how she interacts with different characters across the world, she goes from visiting a downtrodden a downtrodden author who makes beautiful plays, but due to sad circumstances in his life, he lost his magic. Or to a scientist who felt loss of love, but soon found it again. Spoiler me. But those are just a few stories that I think Violet does. It's about the interactions, the people she meets, and how she fixes or shows them a better future for themselves, while all the while trying to hide from the fact that she killed probably hundreds, if not thousands, of people during her time in the military, which does get addressed in a bit without spoiling too much. The other supporting casts are pretty strong. They each have their own ups and downs, with the lieutenant colonel, who was an adoptive father figure after a certain figure that Violet knew passed away. I haven't really finished watching this series. I can only watch it in short bursts, which is kind of sad. I do enjoy it, but the pacing makes it a little bit difficult to get me fully invested without just taking incremental breaks. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. The animation, I have to say, is quite beautiful. It's got beautiful contrasting colors. The lighting is fantastic. If you're a sucker for beautiful animation, this is the series for you. It looks beautiful and well presented. However, I cannot say that for the music, because frankly, the music for me is a little bit on the drab side. The opening is lovely, but as soon as you finish listening to it, it just gets out of your head. I would say for the ending as well, which I also found very dull. But that shouldn't be a problem. As I said, most of the problems I have are just pacing issues. It's personally probably just me, because I'm more used to fast action paces, but that does get countered because I enjoy series like Is It a Restaurant to Another World, which is also slow paced, but I think it's just not so slow like Violet. It takes a while to get built up. I think it got around to episode 5 when things started getting interesting. But again, I think these are problems for individuals. So if you like it, go watch it. It should be available on Netflix everywhere. So yeah, that's my opinion. Thank you all again for viewing my series. If you like my show, like and subscribe, comment, and subscribe to my Twitter. I'll leave a link down below. Thank you, my good hunters, and may the good blood guide your way.